A shooting at the 111 Club, 6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide beef.
2 of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
You're the reason, brother.
He was in the bathtub, and he'd taken one of his fingers.
God damn it.
Oh, of course, my microphone has been not working this whole time either, so that's great. But, yeah, I tried to update my Rockstar Games launcher. It took like 15 minutes, that's why I'm late. I apologize. Thanks for being here. Yeah, no, it wasn't. It wasn't, because I had it turned off for some reason, I don't know why.
I'm thinking of moving up to a 45.
I get off work and then I have like an hour, and then I start streaming, and it's like a time crunch almost to get it all done. And then usually I gotta leave by like 8, you know, or whatever. So.
Now the DA wants my head.
So you're the first in this family born without a tail.
Parker and Green are going.
Hey, Century, citizen reports suspicious activity on a trolley car on Fountain Avenue. Stand by for further information. Any Century.
This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know we'll get swept up in a thing like that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, 6-ish is what I go for, but I almost never make it at 6. But I only think there's like 5 more missions. Then when I'm done with this, we can try playing some more the setup course. So I've also been playing that Control game too, so.
Homicide guys are already inside. Bukowski.
Phelps, back again.
We're here about the morphine.
Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former Marine.
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vics?
2 musicians, Biddleston and Bowe. And get this, they used to be in a 4-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
Find anything interesting?
Pumped a dozen rounds into him. Certainly sends a message.
Damn, that's brutal.
When you're ready to have a civil conversation, we can try again.
Leave me alone. We could try again. What the heck does that mean? It's a cigarette butt. It's got the DNA on it. At least this one's laid out more like a real crime. Like the last one was kind of confusing, to be honest. I didn't really know what was going on there.
Just when I think I've seen it all.
What's that click?
Whoa, it just so happened.
The case must have cost more than the trumpet. Kept his stash close at hand. We should follow up on the musician angle.
Another day, another dollar.
source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
How did he get killed? Oh, he just got shot in the chest.
Just when I think I've seen it all.
Gunshots over here for some reason.
Got him. Gotta be something big, right?
Oh, is that it?
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Best search the place, Cole. All of the rooms. A joint like this could have some funny stuff lying around.
Well, the cigarettes.
Army surplus again. Goldberg must have been moving contraband through the club.
Oh, some rifles too. Dang, they're not messing around. These BARs, dang.
These look brand new. Never fired. They haven't been degreased yet. We could check on the serial numbers.
Is this guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them? Army surplus morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get
Is
back
this
to
a
the
real
station
brand?
and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
A dozen packs to a carton, 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
Dozen packs in a carton? Is that how it is now? I thought there's only 10 packs in a carton.
What do you think?
Have a word with the broad when you're ready.
Alright,
Maybe
I
she
can
knows
just
what
ask
went
this
down.
guy what to do.
Find
Most of the
anything
time.
interesting?
Let me talk to this dude.
Take a look around, Phelps. Looks like a straightforward execution to me.
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
You want to level with me, miss, before we start taking an interest in you.
This place has been on the slide for years. Eddie turns up, buys the club, then we start getting visits from tough guys. Next thing you know, we have the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Are you getting the picture?
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
Where do you think he got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Thank you for your help, ma'am.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
Talk to the other detective. Oh wait, never mind.
So what next?
Back to the station. We need to speak to someone on the robbery detail.
Officer, please tell me what's going on.
I swear, this town's going straight to hell.
This is a crime scene. All of you move along.
How well
All right,
did you know
buddy.
the owner?
I'll see you.
Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life.
So you cut off a lot of the dialogue just by driving to these super close destinations.
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lickman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow, or their knucklehead buddies Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries, Untersturmführer?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy, how about you get a drink while I see to this?
Is he gonna sing?
Will you
I
sit
thought he.
down?
Why antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, head officer. We have work to do.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
It's like, dude, I don't know what to pick in this game sometimes. I'm just gonna be a bad cop.
You can do this the easy way with me, or I can call my partner back over. I can assure you he's a lot less sensitive.
You think your threats frighten me?
Black man don't supply nothing. You think there's a black man in this town holding on to 2 tons of morphine? He'd be dead in a minute. White man supplies, black man buys.
My partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't believe you. You knew these men.
And how would you like to prove that, detective? You're out of your depths here, detective, and you're asking the wrong questions of the wrong.
Well, I think that makes sense.
Boys,
But,
take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with the officer. Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
You're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words, and very noble. But words are just words, Phelps.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the Mixter.
Cohen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day? You'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
What's this crazy cool black car? Just an undercover police car?
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Studebaker, that's cool. What's going on here? It's like sneaking over.
LAPD, we're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3, if you'll follow me.
She wants a 5-star goddamn way.
I don't understand what just happened there with him and that
all around, doll.
following that chick and
That's one heck of a Sunday.
LAPD. We have some questions
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Iga Beaver along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps, Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy.
he is kind of
I
funny.
always said what a funny guy Roy is, and how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was at Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy? Or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
Dude, am I just dumb? I swear. I guess I'll just doubt it. I don't.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment?
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit, and I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine?
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life.
I don't know how I made it through this
quickly.
one without messing up, but
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. We have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
And everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is
the
everyone
story
else?
makes a lot of big
Yeah, and that's
swings.
the
It seems
problem.
like there was
From a
not a
little
whole lot
acorn
going
does a
on the
large
first
tree grow.
few departments, and then
You could
the
bring the
last
whole
two
thing crashing
missions
down on us.
have been like showing me what the criminals are saying.
Aren't you
and-
supposed to be working the
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus? I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
I want to make a homicide. I mean, you know you know if you got that.
Harry,
I'm gonna make him take me to the.
you got a minute?
tonight.
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
So, how do we connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case was thrown out. Now the DA wants it.
This is the crate we recovered.
I need a drink. I got the goddamn jitters again.
500,000 cigarettes loose on the streets of LA.
I want to make homicide.
Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club.
That desk.
Hey, I gave his wife a tap. I said all's fair in love and war.
Well, we
Enough
didn't.
to arm 3 companies.
Hey,
Some of
I
these
gave
guys
his
are
wife
from my
a
old
tap.
unit.
I said all's
The rest
fair
are
in
finally
love and
shipped
war.
home. Kelso, Sheldon, McGoldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
McGoldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
Holy crap.
Poor little twist. She was 13 if she was a day. The thing was,
Let's see what's up. We can not the right way.
All units, officers need help at 1384 North Bronson. 1384 North Bronson, shots fired. Any units to handle identified. Code 3.
Well, road turns from black to gray.
Further on the shooting at 1384 North Bronson. 116 Adam reports the suspect is on the roof of the J.W. Robinson building. All units approach with caution.
Might run out of VRAM.
Units 49 William, 15 Adam, go to 1370 Gordon Street. Establish a perimeter and stand by for further. Any other units respond.
Holy crap, dude. Okay, you cannot do that, obviously. Oh, dang.
Reinforcements are on the way. See you covered, Phelps. LAPD, drop the gun now.
Yeesh. Not really a sniper, but I guess.
Phone number and restaurant table.
Let's see here. The BAR again.
It's one of the BARs. I know that guy. Felix Alvaro.
He's one of the guys from the ship?
His name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Hey, Alvaro.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And then cops turned up and start treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
That's freaking intense.
You hear anything about the big heist on the Coolidge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. The cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
Was he on the manifest? I don't
believe you, Felix. I've got gunmen blasting away at innocent citizens. This is getting out of hand. Is there something you want to tell me?
I appreciate you calling me a liar, Detective. You want to prove that I was involved?
I'll try saying it was the manifest. At this point, I don't even, like...
I'll let it slide this time. For old time's sake.
Who's shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
Felix, we didn't go through Okinawa to come back to this on our streets.
I've got the LAPD to keep me safe, right? Me and all my people.
We'll be in touch, Felix.
You heard that Jack is in LA?
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean, Detective.
Pretty cool customer.
He's been under fire before.
You buying his story?
Not for a minute.
In all my years, I've never seen anything like this.
Better variety. KTI Radio 760.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Jack Kelso.
Just a second. Jack Kelso, apartment 4, 1408 North El Centro Avenue, Hollywood.
Thanks, ma'am.
Oops, wrong button. %100% GPU usage. I swear, that's crazy. Alright. Let's go to this.
Jack was a company sergeant. He would never get involved in something like this.
We brace him and drag him downtown.
Won't work. He's a tough customer.
Any in the vicinity officer needs assistance, 1825 North Highland Avenue, 1825 North Highland Avenue. Unit to handle code to identify.
I think that I was supposed to interview some more people at the police station too. Whoops.
He says Jackson Sims, and my name's Marie. He says Jackson Sims. Shoot the snoot to me. He says Jackson Sims. Is that the language of love? He says.
Hello, Jack. This is Detective Roy Earl.
Hello, Cole.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we'd prefer if you'd come downtown with us. Do you mind?
Do I have any choice?
No. You don't.
Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all of us if we discussed it at the station.
Bad move, Cole.
How have you been, Jack?
Cut the crap. You pick me up in front of my apartment like a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
Do you know that there's a gang war going on in LA trying to recover that stolen morphine?
That has nothing to do with me.
Jack, you know about the morphine. You weren't involved, but you know who is.
You can't prove what I know and what I don't know, Cole. This is going nowhere.
Jeez, man. This game's hard. Like, it's just hard. Or maybe I just cared too much or something, but...
Sorry. My mistake.
I'm sure it would be gripping to hear more of your life story, boys, but the truth is, I don't give a fuck. You were on the boat, Kelso. What happened?
Do you really think a bunch of Marines could muscle in on the dope rackets in this town? Between the Vice Squad and the mob, I hear it's pretty sewn up.
You'd better watch your mouth.
Did you know that Eddie McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a nightclub?
No, I didn't know that.
Quit lying to me, Jack. You know what's going on. You've been in this with Eddie from the start.
I'd want to have something solid to back up what I was saying if I was you.
I mean, I'm just gonna say...
You understand that?
Gonna act like everyone's lying and then...
You want to take a guess where he got hold of the cash?
Not really.
You heard that a crate of BARs went missing?
No, I didn't.
No.
You're not a good liar, Jack. I know you want to help your guys, but this has gone too far.
If you believe I had anything to do with the theft of the BARs, or the morphine for that matter, I suggest you produce some evidence.
Looks like I made a mistake.
I don't know, man. I really don't know.
You wouldn't know why Eddie McGoldrick had 3 of them.
The goddamn fool.
Like, somebody's supposed to be able to make
about the
sense of
Army
these?
surplus
I don't
robbery from
understand.
Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions, you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know anything about the robbery.
You trying to sit me down? No way.
People are dying because morphine intended to help servicemen is being used on the street. Now we have guys from our old unit being killed by mobsters. We can put 2 and 2 together, Jack.
Gratitude isn't a concept that has much effect on you, is it, Cole?
Answer the question, Jack. Let's get this over with.
I was interviewed when the robbery took place. I don't have anything further to add.
Jack, we just want information.
Bullshit, Cole. Did you seriously believe that dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel? Look at this chump with his $200 suit and $2,000 car.
The tough guy act is really impressive. I like you, Jack. I'd like to make you for this. I really would. I'm going to be working on it and keeping an eye on you. You can go now.
Shooting, Robert Steiner, 6780 West Sunset Boulevard. The victim is a Chris Majowski.
Another name from the manifest?
Dang, there's so many shootings going on.
How many more friends of yours are gonna get plugged?
Talk about tension. That was like being trapped in an elevator with a married couple who can't decide whether they love each other or hate each other.
We go back a long way.
You went too easy on him. Next time, you leave it to me. I know how to handle that smug son of a bitch.
You don't. Jack will never give up his own men.
They just walked up and shot the man. Two of them officers, they went that way.
Go on, get after him.
I can't take a shot from here, Cole. Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road. I'll try for the tires. Keep your foot down. Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road.
LAPD file. We have a traitor in our midst. All of the names on the list have a hit team assigned to them.
Why in the world would you do that? Why does his hand go over there? That doesn't make any sense.
Cohen is meeting with Sheldon tonight.
Sheldon and Cohen? I think that's pretty much it. I've never seen these hands, other than the rings on the chicks, have any real purpose. Gross.
We need to get to those guys fast, otherwise there'll be no case.
More BARs. This is a newspaper sitting here.
We have to look at damage limitation. We can't allow that strumpet Brent Allen to bring down the whole administration.
We've got to put a lid on the press. Can't someone talk to Harry over at the Times?
It's too late. The Times would look ridiculous if we dropped the story now.
Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lily-white. Nothing that will fix this in the short term.
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak. Can we get Brenda to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quietly. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
Mayor? District Attorney?
Who is this guy? And what does he want, Horrell?
Name's Roy Earl, detective, administrative vice.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain LAPD cop, a hero from the war, who has let his beautiful wife and kids down, who has betrayed America for a German junkie whore, who has abandoned his pledge to the LAPD and his commitment to the public. We all serve.
Uh-oh.
It'd be all over the papers by tomorrow, and you would be off the hook.
So what do you want in return, Roy? Fingering a fellow officer.
What now?
The post office, Cole, and be quick about it.
I don't like this guy now. Is there no evidence on this guy's body? I never really liked this guy, but I really don't like this guy now. He'll just beat his car up until...
They're taking out all the guys from the ship.
Why? How does that get them the dope?
They obviously don't know who has the morphine, and they're waiting for someone to crack.
Smash this guy's car up, well. Oh, it's in perfect condition again.
Tell Courtney. Bad luck. Try. It was worth a try.
Hey, give me what's in your hand, punk.
God.
Why can't I grab his hand?
Polar Bear Ice Company. You really did it. Wonder whether it was worth it.
Most people never get the chance to be rich. Wouldn't you risk it?
I don't. There has to be more motive to Phelps going to this German chick, because she was like hating on him, and he just doesn't seem like the type, to be really honest. Well, that's it.
Gordner says he'll take a loose boot to get an ID.
Well, and I'm in a secret locked area. Can I go over this? No. Alright, well, doesn't seem like there's anything I can get here. Is that it? Really? Well, ask Dum Dum what I should do.
Advice? Your other dead war buddy. You check his pockets too?
Where is other dead war buddy, over here or something?
Looks like Sheldon is bringing his own fire team with him.
Majewski, Beckett, Goldrick, Driscoll, these are good guys. Why did they get wrapped up in this thing?
Not everyone has your unwavering restraint in the face of temptation, Cole.
Ironic that he's gonna be the one who... I'm just curious to see what I should go here
This
for.
isn't looking good. I feel like the fat kid at the back of a race.
You sure it's Cohen making the hits?
All fingers point his way. Your buddies are in way over their heads. Being a Marine doesn't mean shit out here.
Still thinking about crashing this car into the poles. Holy crap!
Getting close and steer him off the tar. I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Come on. Come on, Cadillac. Eesh. Oh my God.
LAPD, put your hands in the air.
I was giving them some sort of chance to surrender, but they were, I guess, just murdering people, so. Well, at least we got these guys.
And the green perfume, April into this man's heart with a
I swear there was someone where I was supposed to interview here, so I'm gonna investigate this last part of this lead here. All right, I'm gonna check the interview room.
I don't go in for letting gangsters off scot-free.
Jim, the cop from the newspaper. I'm trying to imagine you with a personality.
You really think I'm gonna free you? That's correct.
I don't want no part of it. Captain finds out, we're dead.
It did seem like there was more I could do here. What does he think?
Help me out.
If we can get them all in the alleyway, we wrap the whole case.
Let's just go to the... I looked in all the interview rooms and it didn't seem like there's anyone here, so...
I put him down with my jack.
Light them up. All right, let's kill these red bastards.
On the roof, Cole, nail him! Keep moving, I'll cover you. Stay down. Clear me some space here. Find the cover. They're making a run for it after them. Stay in cover.
Too easy.
I'm gonna put out an APB on every one of the sons of bitches on that
KGPL to car 11K. Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. Hey, Courtney Sheldon is at Hollywood Station requesting an interview with Detective Cole Phelps.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's not correct protocol, 11K. I'll take that as a roger.
Car 11 King en route.
Going back after all. That's a hard bush.
Roy, in my office, if you please.
I'm working a major case. I'm not close, Cap. It's gonna have to wait.
Let Phelps do the interrogation.
But, Cap...
No buts. This is more important.
You're the reason brothers and sisters shouldn't marry.
Hey, you think those Vice boys get any other?
You're in interview too, Phelps. There's a quack in there with him.
What gives?
Beats me. Word came down from the chief. Said it was okay.
Hey, can you give me a hand?
Sheldon.
Got a hard case I need to break.
Is this your attorney?
No, detective. This is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He came down here to help me out.
How do you do, sir?
You stole the morphine from the Coolidge.
You can't prove that.
Let's see if I can try. And what is your relationship to Sheldon, sir?
Tutor, mentor. Mr. Sheldon is a medical student of mine. He has a very bright future.
Oh, that's nice to know. Too bad all of your war buddies won't get to see your graduation. I would have asked Beckett or Majewski or Driscoll about their involvement, but that's difficult, considering they're all dead. That leaves you, Sheldon.
You can't blame their deaths on me, Phelps.
How long is this gonna take? More younger. Can I take this there? No, anything about this mess? Stay not. I have faith in the Lord.
You're lying, Courtney. The other guys aren't smart enough to attempt something like this. You either give it up, or I go after Jack for it.
And how do you prove that, Cole?
Okay.
Jack isn't scared of you, Phelps. None of us were.
That's the only thing that even
We
makes
just
sense.
followed your orders.
You were on the ship, Sheldon.
Yes, that's correct.
So you had opportunity.
But it doesn't mean that I was involved.
Can you bring me the file?
Bruh, the dude literally named him out loud, and it's like, which one am I supposed to pick to just prove it it's him? I don't understand.
You were smoking a cigarette in the other room?
So Eddie McGoldrick took his cut and bought the 111 Club.
I don't know what Eddie has been up to.
Have you finished, detective?
I'm just getting started. You have an answer for everything, Courtney. Let's hope Jack does, because now I'm going after him. Is there anyone you're not prepared to sacrifice?
Jack is not in this. He's a good guy.
You or Jack, Courtney. I don't care who goes to jail. I just want the morphine off the street.
What are you offering, Cole?
Don't be ridiculous, son. This man is gambling.
What's your offer?
Doctor, good to see you.
I'm conducting an investigation.
Upstairs in my office, now.
This man is about to confess.
As of now, you're suspended from duty, pending a fitness review.
What are you talking about?
You heard the man, Phelps. Upstairs and face the music like the hero you were.
What's this all about? Is it the German chick?
Full, detective. Phelps, you're one of my favorite sons. You've broken this old man's heart.
Sir, what is going on here?
You're suspended, Phelps. Hand over your badge and gun.
Don't keep him waiting.
What is going on here?
Your wife's attorney has pictures of you and the German. Compromising pictures, lad.
She's pressing charges. You'll be formally charged with adultery. A criminal cannot serve as an LAPD officer, as I'm sure you're aware.
I don't understand.
How could you do it, lad? Your wife, your children, consorting with the enemy and a dope fiend at that. You're lucky the war is over. You'd be taken out and shot. The department doesn't need this kind of publicity, Phelps. Hand over the gun, keep your head down until your board hearing. I forbid you to make any comments to the press. What the hell were you thinking?
Marie, listen, Marie, I need to explain.
Please leave. You're upsetting the girls.
Let me see them, Marie. They're my daughters.
Go to her, Cole. You have done enough damage here. Do you want me to call the police?
For God's sake, Marie. Can't we at least talk?
What is there to talk about? Do you love her? Do you? What were you thinking? What about our children? Can you imagine what this has been like for them? Go away, Cole. My father has hired an attorney, and you will be hearing from him.
I'd like to explain, Marie. I'd like to tell you what I've been going through.
What you've been going through. I have had reporters camped out on the front lawn all morning. I can't stand it, Cole.
What's his deal? No, I don't like Cole either. Why is he such a bad dude? Really? What's this all about? Some audio glitching right there for you. I got demoted to arson.
Okay, everyone, keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today.
How'd you like pork in that German whore, Phelps?
Phelps is up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Cap, we don't want a fucking rat like Phelps.
Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs. Social basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, Detective. Now get out of here. Both of you. Get out!
Dang.
I didn't want to arrest the kid, so I gave him a dusting he wouldn't forget. Drink. I got the jitters again.
Each police department's different, which is cool.
There's such a thing as soap, you know?
Son, you're a couple of shingles short of a full reef.
See him? Saw his picture in the paper. He worked that case with the lady that was cut up like a dahlia.
Oh, look at this little Pinto looking. What is this thing? Hudson Commodore. Interesting. It's a
How
cool
long have
car.
you been working arson? We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? I'll look somewhere else.
So this is how it's going to be, partner?
I already told you, I don't do partners. I see you from State Hero, walking into the station, chest puffed out like a little kid at his confirmation. You wouldn't give me the time of day. And now you need somebody, and that somebody's supposed to be me. Well, it's not gonna happen.
That's quite a speech. I heard you were the strong silent type.
You cracking wise, Phelps?
Boom.
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in her face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none on his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. When they come home to this.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble.
Where are they
Dang, that's
in
crazy.
The car. It's lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house, in the ruins. Terry lady's his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
This guy seems like the narrator of the cases at the beginning and stuff. Some kind of doo-doo-doo. Oh, here we go.
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on.
Matthew Ryan. The Insta-Heat guy.
Damn. This kind of thing breaks your heart. But we've done all we can do here.
That's a cool truck. I want to drive it. There's so little of anything to go off of.
I doubt it.
Remember the dead lady they found under the train? Solved the case. Took some barfly for the murder.
Does he think there's more clues?
Any ideas?
Talk to the family. See what you can get from them.
This guy's definitely the narrator for the...
Mr. Steffens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time. Could we have a word?
Don Stephens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent.
Interesting.
Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Stephens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Why would he even lie to me? But I'm gonna feel so bad if I...
I'm sorry to have to ask you this, Mr. Stephens, but was the house insured?
No, it wasn't. I couldn't afford it, and the house needed a lot of work.
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money, and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
Okay, I'm gonna just...
GI houses?
Yeah, something like that.
Mr. Stephens, you're hiding something, and I can't get to the bottom of this until you give it up.
We're done. My wife and my kids are waiting.
What's with him?
You've seen the papers. I guess he's thinking about his own family. I'd say he's searching for some kind of atonement right now.
I appreciate your help, Detective, but I need to see my family.
Son of a bitch looks a lot like the cop who pointed the gun at me.
I'm at a loss.
All right. Make the call and see if these suburban assholes have an address.
It's cool being with this guy because he's clearly the narrator, so...
Did you read about the Trelstad case in the paper? That's the detective who solved it.
Phelps, badge 1247.
Losing everything like that.
How can I help, Detective?
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. You have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thanks.
Alright, you know what time it is. Alright, you know what time it is over here. Oh no, really? Lame.
Have there been any other house fires?
This is arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question?
California, yay.
Hi, Albert. We've got this case.
Hey, Biggs. We? You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater explosion.
Another one?
Looks that way. Insta-heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month go back. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
Excuse me. Can I drive this one?
Mal,
You gonna stick it out, Cole?
I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Oh, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death?
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater?
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair.
Man, Cole, you're a weirdo. Alright, let's see what's up. Dang. No, they do both have the same books.
How about the insurance companies write these incidents up as acts of God?
Where's the furnace? Or the water heater? I can't seem to find it anywhere. Or what's left of it.
So what next?
4 people died here, Phelps. We owe it to him to find something.
Nothing, man. I'm like doing this whole perimeter of this, and I don't see any water heater or...
Hey, Biggs. Is this significant?
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor.
Detective Phelps. Can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
So everybody has to go on a trip?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks. It's been a big help.
Phelps.
Sounds like the plan was to get him out of the house, blow up the houses, and...
Likes fire.
Hurry, you can still catch him.
Stop! LAPD!
We've got an ID on you, Firebug. Stop right there.
That's one heck of a...
Why? I was like literally, like punched the dude, basically. PlayStation.
What's your name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires?
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
You're a naughty boy, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Well,
you got such a hard-on for this case. If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
At your local Alago service station.
Whoops. Oh, cool.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD.
John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen?
We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look at that? The Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue. Here they are, Steffens. Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of LA.
Well, it doesn't seem like he's being dishonest.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
I'm told the tickets were a prize.
Yes, they were.
You do a lot of these prizes?
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family?
Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who has won.
Thanks for your help.
No problem. I just wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you?
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
Dang.
Let me guess. You want to check out the Suburban address?
Great partners must think alike.
KGPL to any central unit. Ambulance shooting. Any central unit. Identify.
Ambulance shooting. Oh my god. There's no way this guy's gonna be this important. Elysian Fields, that sounds familiar for some reason.
This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Elysian are investors in the Suburban Redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
It's not much I can tell you. Just that these Elysian boys pay good, and I don't ask questions.
Lynch says we should visit him at Fire Station 32.
Who exactly is this guy, Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
The complexion soap, gentle white and so fragrant, it's perfect for a daily beauty bath. Clean skin, room fresh and sweet, and you feels physically clean from head to foot. Just try the Hollywood beauty bath with Pandora, and you'll see why. Pandora brand soaps.
The first couple cars didn't handle very good, but the Cadillac and this one, they both handle really good, even though they seem like they would be big boat cars. But
We came as soon as we could.
I think his name is Phelps. He brought in the case for that poor lady killed near City Hall.
Lynch.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire, Al?
Yes, it is.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
oh man.
Good, your regulator's in position.
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas on.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
Buddy, you drop something?
That's a weird random thing to say.
Show?
The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
Guy's a freak. Loves fires. He's the kind of guy that's fight for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
Out of the car. Police.
Black and white. You gotta be kidding me. We're driving this?
Dodge. Ooh, look at this thing, man. I want one. Thing was like it was on ice when I was trying to turn it.
See.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
I used to be indecisive. Now I'm not so sure. I don't need this.
After being caught in an illicit affair with a German drug addict, the LAPD issued a statement saying that Detective Phelps has let down not just his family.
So you're the first in this family born without a tail.
New and improved model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
I knew it wasn't safe around here anymore.
Glass line.
Big as soap, you know.
We wanted to move in together when we're not even married.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
I mean, he seems like he's telling the truth, but I guess it could be a mean person to him for no reason. He's making that little smug face, though. I don't know. Let's see what happens if I accuse him of
I
lying.
think you're lying, Rasick. Either these heaters are flawed in inception, or they were badly put together. Which is it?
If you want to pursue that line of questioning, we could have our day in court. I'll put my engineering credentials up against yours.
You don't ask, you never find out.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
You employ accredited mechanics to do this.
We call them installers. Technically, they're gas fitters.
Installers, then?
They know what they're doing, Detective, if that's what you're trying to imply.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you. There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
This is a long shot. We are not going to roust that whole list.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Why is the word abbreviation so long?
Operator, give me R&I.
Why is the word abbreviation so long?
Now.
Hey, there's such a thing
Cole
as soap,
Phelps,
you know.
badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Kuttner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter, previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew, charged for contempt of court, attempted murder, plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady.
That doesn't sound like
Your
a young
employment
lady.
roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasick. Desperate times indeed.
Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
Here. Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasick.
We wanted to move in together when we're not even married.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine.
Well,
Ryan wants the world to be a better place, don't we all?
all right, they're in it.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Just tell me the date. What do you think?
The company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive. Varley has a problem with bugs.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Racing?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
Help me out.
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
Well, that's not a loading screen I expected.
How are we gonna look getting around in this thing, Cole?
Man.
Farley's on the run. He might be packing heat. If he's wanted for murder, I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. No, I never fired my weapon. Damn!
I mean, he just went for it. I don't know what he was thinking.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel.
Oh, these loading screens. I love it. And then the car changes.
Stop or I'll shoot.
Come on, Farley. You can't keep running forever. Run all the way from Michigan, Reginald?
Come on. I thought he was going to get in the truck and run.
Why did you run from us, Farley?
I'm gonna take a wild guess you're the same Reginald Farley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you. Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, you're a guest of the city.
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
Nice.
What's wrong with a good old-fashioned black and white?
This is ACB, American
Let's drive this GM truck.
Broadcasting. For 4 years, the brave men of our United States Armed Forces fought gallantly on distant foreign shores to secure our freedom and our future. Now we have our boys home again, and we
Come on!
That's definitely an overreaction.
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
You know Reginald Varley?
No? Can't say I do.
Detroit PD is after Reginald Varley for murder. You want us to run you in for aiding and abetting, Clemens?
Whoa, 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 whoa. All I know about Varley is he gets kickbacks from some developer. He does their work first, spreads it around if he can.
You were licensed and worked for InstaHeat?
I contract for them. So what?
You like fires, don't you, Clemens? You serviced the house on Kenmore Avenue. You manipulated the regulator valve.
I don't remember even working a job on Kenmore Avenue, much less sabotaging the place. What proof have you got?
Sorry. Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out.
InstaHeat hires arsonists, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mud shark of a wife gets awarded it in settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watched it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the name.
You and Ryan are fifth columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings?
Going through your stuff, basically.
We found a pamphlet in your locker, Clemens. We can add your name to the register. HUAC might want to interview you.
That shit was from Ryan. He's always pushing that shit on people. Drives me nuts. He's got it in for the company.
All right, Clemens. You're off the hook for the moment.
Can I get back to work now?
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy.
This thing's such a dog. Alright, let's take a left, and then we'll check out this last dude. See what he has to say. So I'm thinking it's probably the guy we already picked up and put in jail. Oops.
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Well, just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan. I said, son of a bitch. Those are GI's backyard he's crashing through.
The damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in. I'll take out the van.
He's going to kill those men.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear us coming.
Close in, Phelps. We need
Look
to cut
out.
Ryan down before he hurts somebody.
They just like run right in front of you.
I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps.
He's got an arson-related assault charge and he's running.
Running don't mean nothing. We gotta get this guy in a room before we can get an
If they
angle
just
on
run
him.
in front of my
This
car,
man has
then
got
they
to
just
stop.
get to get killed.
I'll try to
I'll
shoot
shut
up his
up.
tires. Wish me luck. Get in close and steer him off the tar.
Show me your hands. Why did you run, Ryan?
I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
We have 3 suspects. As much as I'd like it to be Chapman, I think it's one of the other 2 guys. Let's get to the station and close this case. They can make a claim to an apartment.
KGPL to any central unit. Meet the officer. A hit-run felony at 6th and Alvarado. Any unit able to handle code 2 identified.
That slide guitar, kind of.
I have 2 suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know, man. It's just like it's to the point where it's like I just don't even care what the real answer is.
Last chance, Ryan. You level with me or I'm sending you to the DA.
A conviction for sedition and murder will do wonders for his re-election campaign.
Nice try. But I got nothing to lose.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
Obviously, he does know how to do that.
If you know enough to do your job, you know enough to do that repair. You're lying, Ryan.
And how do you think you can prove that?
Looks like I was mistaken. You expect me to believe that, Ryan?
I'm just gonna be a bad cop to him every time. I don't even
Believe
care at
whatever
this
you
point.
want, Flatfoot. You're part of the conspiracy.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Farley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
You're lying, Ryan.
And how exactly are you gonna prove that?
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it.
Oh, wow.
What would you do?
Which company?
Hephaestus Water Heater Company.
That's it for the moment, Ryan.
So I can go?
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry out, you'll keep your seat until we decide how long to lock you up for, knucklehead. I think Ryan is our man. But procedure says we eliminate all of the suspects. Let's speak to Varley.
He thinks Ryan's the guy.
Never find out.
He really thinks Ryan's the guy.
The canary says he'll sing,
Dumb.
but only if I guarantee he walks.
He's just dumb. If he thinks it was him.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Why are you lying to me, Varley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, yeah, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think he played him, though. Because he still wouldn't sell.
Word is, you're in the pocket of some property developer?
Never. I got principles.
How did Suburban put the squeeze on you? Did they find out about your record?
There's no way you can link me to Suburban. You're wasting your time.
Barley.
Brian says you offered to cut him in on the kickbacks they were offering. He'll testify in court.
Suburban, they got real-time pressure on getting some of the big developments finished. There's some big date that they can't afford to miss. So yeah, I took their money. But so did a lot of guys, all right? Carpenters, electricians, plumbers. It's no big conspiracy.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
Oh man, why would he do it?
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire, huh?
You're off the hook, for now.
I don't know what evidence is the one that they think is going to prove it or whatever, so.
Give me something, Varley, or I'll put it all on you.
Hey, look, I could try to pin this on one of the other guys, but I'd just be making something up.
Reginald Varley, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
I'm no cold-blooded criminal. I could never burn up a whole family in their home.
I think it was him, but...
How is it? No, just keep your mouth shut and listen to me for a second. How is it you can bring no less than 3 suspects into my station, conduct extensive interviews, sift through mountains of evidence with Lynch and Pinker, and still manage to charge the wrong fucking guy? I took a chance on you, Phelps. People said I was crazy, and you made me look like a jerk. You may not be much of an arson investigator, but I hear you're merciless on the beat. Get going.
Oh, I understand this game. It didn't seem like any of the evidence pointed towards that other guy. Not even a single bit of it. Man, there was like significantly more evidence against Varley than any other person. I don't know what it's talking about. But anyway, I'm going to call it for the night on that one. And we'll see what happens tomorrow, I guess. I'm thinking I might be finishing the game here pretty soon. So appreciate you guys for being here and have a good night.